Good morning and welcome to the Grimsley High School Senior Awards program, this 2021. My name is Jed O'Donnell and I'm the proud principal of the best school in North Carolina. I want to welcome you all today to the Chase Cousins Auditorium, which was built in 1928, I believe. So I want to welcome you all here today. I also want to welcome all of our families and students and the entire Worley Nation who is joining us today via Microsoft Teams. So we have Worleys with us throughout the city, throughout the state, and probably throughout the United States of America. These awards that we will be receiving today will be celebrating our students' academic achievements, our sporting achievements, and also their worldly pride that they have shown in the 4 years that they have been at Grimsley High School. These awards date back. The first award was awarded in 1900, over 120 years ago. We walk in the footsteps of giants and heroes that have come before us. Dr. Josephine Boyd sat in these very seats that you are sitting in right now. The first African-American student to come to a previously all-white school in North Carolina, breaking segregation and everything that had come before it. I'm very proud to say that Dr. Josephine Boyd was recognized first in her class when she graduated in 1959. She sat in the very seats that we sit in right now. I'm very proud to say that I'm the 30th principal at Grimsley High School. 30th principal. I walk behind great leaders who have come before me. I carry the torch of Grimsley High School to make it better from when I came to when I left it. I hope and I pray that I will be the principal of Grimsley High School for many years. And when my children, who are currently at elementary school, at Linley Elementary School, will hopefully be sat in the same seats that you are in now, I will be their principal recognizing them. Before we move on to our ceremony, we all know that this has been an extremely difficult year. A year that has challenged us on many different levels. A year that has brought us down to our knees, and we thought that it couldn't get any better. But it is in the darkest nights, darkest nights, that we see the brightest stars. And I'm proud to say that the stars before us are shining bright today. So congratulations to you. I also want to extend a huge thank you and recognize our junior marshals who are with us today. These students who are in their junior year. These junior marshals that we with us today are in the top 10 of their junior year based on their GPA. And I know from speaking to them and walking into their classrooms and watching them learn that they will be sat right here in your spot next year. So congratulations and thank you, junior marshals. I'm very proud to say that we have some very prestigious guests with us today, people that have made this happen year after year. Firstly, I want to extend a huge thank you to Miss Pearson. Come out, Miss Pearson. Year after year, Miss Pearson works with all the teachers and the counsellors and the administration to ensure that we are recognising our students. So thank you, Miss Pearson, for all of your hard work. I appreciate you for everything that you do. I'm very honoured to say that this is my first time in 3 years as being principal that I have two of our historians with us today. First, we have Peter Bird at the back over there. Thank you, Peter. We have Harry Bradley. Come out, Harry. Without Mr. Bird and Mr. Bradley, the history, the proud history, the diverse history that we have at Grimsley may have been lost. But they worked tirelessly to ensure that not only we know our history, but we also prepare for our future as well. I'm very proud to say that we have a very esteemed guests on stage. Firstly, Mr. Courts. And then also our 12th grade administrator, Miss Eason. We have our sign interpreters. Stand up, please. And in the wings, we have many other people, such as Mr. Ringrose, who puts this together. Also, we have NJ, who is focusing on the sound. We also have Ethan Albright, our athletic director, state champions, thank you, in the side as well. So it takes a lot of people to make this happen. A great leader is only great because of the people that surround him. There are many other people that I could recognize today. I'm very honored to say that I work with incredible teachers who give up their evenings, give up their weekends, give up their holidays, give up their family time to make sure that they are preparing lessons that are at the highest level, ensuring that you get the education that is not going to just make you successful at Grimsley, but make sure that you are successful at university and beyond. I'm very proud to say that I work with an amazing administrative team. As you know, many of you will know I was out for 30 days, a whole month, because of neck surgery. The school didn't miss a heartbeat because of the incredible administrative team that I'm very blessed to have with me. But it takes more than just teachers and administrators. We have school counsellors, we have custodians, we have our office support. We also have our cafeteria workers, all working together to make sure that Grimsley moves forward. But there's two groups of people that wouldn't, if we didn't have you, this would mean nothing at all. Students, I'm proud to say that for many of you, I was your principal at middle school, and I'm also being your principal at high school. For many of you, I shook your hands as you walked across this very stage, as you graduated from middle school. And today, I will be able to recognize you again as you walk across and receive your awards. Amazing. I'm truly honored to have that opportunity to be with you. And then to my families, you have shown me support every single day. You have given me the tools to make sure that our families are successful, our students are successful. I'm proud to say that I can call many of you teammates, colleagues, and even friends. I'm truly honored to work alongside you. We are a true family. So enjoy it today, take it in. You have earned this opportunity. Take it with you. Expand upon the skills that you have learned and taken to university and become the leaders of tomorrow. Talking of leaders, I'd like to take this opportunity and welcome on stage and up to the podium, Mr. Courts. Let's give him a round of applause.
Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2021. It's been quite the journey. Before we present all the trophies you see here impressively arrayed on the table, we need to mention that about a quarter of them were not able to be engraved with the names of the recipients because of some technical problems that occurred this week with the engraving equipment. Your names are important. We're very sorry that this occurred, but unfortunately, it was beyond our control. The current expectation is that the equipment repairs will have been made and the names engraved by the middle of the summer. Now, that being said, after this awards day ceremony is completed and you receive your commemorative keepsake of your award for both the trophies and the plaques out in the main hallway in the foyer, we're happy to report that all those were completed. So you get your little commemorative keepsake and they do have your names on them. Our first award today is the Grimsley High School PTSA Larry Saunders Excellence in Teaching Award. Would Miss Kristen Martineau please come to the stage? This award is to an outstanding faculty member presented by the PTSA Association. Each year, the Grimsley community is given the opportunity to nominate a teacher to receive this award. which is then selected by a committee from the PTSA board. The award is named in honor of one of Grimsley's outstanding former math teachers, Mr. Larry Saunders, who taught at GHS for 29 years, beginning in 1968, and who, unfortunately, sadly passed away earlier this year. Congratulations, there couldn't be a better recipient. Truly an outstanding teacher. The Greensboro Grimsley Senior High School Alumni and Friends Association, founded in 1996, each year awards 5 scholarships, as well as administers a number of others that have been given to the school. The 5 Alumni Association scholarships are awarded based on academic achievement, need, and for contributing positively to Grimsley High School. We ask that students receiving their awards today come to the stage using the stairs to your left and exit to the right. Please remove your mask before coming to the stage so our photographer can take your picture as you receive your award. And now, presenting the Grimsley High School Alumni Association Awards is Ms. Hattie Yuntz.
The first Alumni Association Scholarship is the Dr. Richard Andringa Scholarship for the amount of $1,200 and is awarded to Max Getz. This scholarship is presented in honor of Dr. Richard Andringa, a former Greensboro Grimsley parent who was the first president of the GHS Alumni Association. As a proud alumni myself, we are very grateful to give this award, a scholarship to Max Getz.
Thank you.
The next Alumni Association is the John Atkinson Scholarship, also for the amount of $1,200, is awarded to Isabella Romine. The second Alumni Association Scholarship honors Mr. John Atkinson, a parent who served as the first vice president of the Alumni Association. The Dr. Josephine Boyne Bradley, GHS Class of 1958 Scholarship for the amount of $1,200 goes to Amaya Smith. This scholarship is given by the Alumni Association in memory of the first African American graduate of GHS. Josephine Boyd voluntarily transferred in the fall of 1957 for her senior year from Dudley to Greensboro Senior High. With her graduation of June of 1958, GHS became the first formally all-white high school in North Carolina to graduate a Black student, a distinction which we hold with pride. For many years, Dr. Bradley was a college professor in Atlanta, Georgia, until her death in 2015. This scholarship is awarded to a student who has made contributions to Grimsley and its surrounding community, which reflect resolve and perseverance exhibited by Josephine during her high school career and in life. The next Alumni Association Scholarship, also for $1,200, is awarded to Marguerite Maggie Sieber. The fourth Grimsley Alumni Association Scholarship is sponsored by all GHS alumni who have contributed to the association for this purpose, with best wishes to the recipient. The Coach Cedric Coakley GHS Class of 1981 Scholarship for $500 is awarded to Miss Caitlin Calhoun. The 5th GHS Alumni Association Scholarship is named in honor of Worley alumnus and 32-year Grimsley staff member, Coach Cedric Coakley of the class of 1981. An all-state basketball player while as an Worley athlete at Grimsley and a one-time coach with both the men's and women's basketball teams at our school, Coach Ced joined the Grimsley staff in the fall of 1988 and for 32 years worked as an assistant with students of differing abilities and needs. Always kind, encouraging, and ready with an easy smile and understanding words, this true coach offered exactly what each individual needed. His ability to empathize, inspire, and help students come to a new understanding of what is possible impacted both students and families alike. This scholarship is being presented to a graduating senior who exemplifies the characteristics came to admire in Coach Ced: leadership, community involvement, loyalty, and dedication to service. The scholarship can be used for further study in a 4- or 2-year college, a trade school, or a training program. The Lester Gross GHS Class of 1976 Memorial Scholarship for the amount of $1,500 is awarded to Luke Jenkins. Lester Gross was a member of the class of 1976, whose passionate and energetic school spirit was well known and appreciated by all, and which was evident in his being a member of the pep board and a varsity cheerleader. After his untimely death in his late 40s, a number of his friends decided to create this scholarship in his memory. It is given to a student who is involved with music and athletics and who is passionate and positive in demonstrating his or her school spirit towards Grimsley. The GHS Class of 1956 Scholarship for the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Cameron Neal. In 2006, the members of the class of 1956 of Greensboro Senior High School gave this scholarship as a gift to mark the 50th anniversary of their graduation from GHS. The recipient must be a good citizen, have exhibited leadership at school or in the community, and have taken honors, AP, or IB classes. The Leone Family Scholarship for the amount of $1,500 is awarded to Moad Omer. This scholarship has been established by the Leone family in honor of sons John Leone, GHS Class of 1987, and Christopher Leone, GHS Class of 1992. It has been created as a way of giving back to Grimsley for all of the benefits that have come to these alumni from attending our school. John attended William and Mary on a basketball scholarship, and Christopher went to Georgia Tech on a football scholarship, and each has gone on to a successful career in the years since. The Leone Family Scholarship is awarded to a senior basketball or football player who has shown leadership, a great work ethic, honesty, and a team-first mentality. He or she is selected by the coaches and not necessarily the best player on the team. The recipient must be enrolling in a college, joining the armed forces, or participating in a work apprenticeship or internship program. The David Reeder Memorial Scholarship for the amount of $2,000 this year has 3 winners: Sincere Burnett, Clifton Buckram, and Avery Williams. This scholarship was established by his family in memory of Mr. David V. Reeder Sr., an educator, coach, and mentor in and out of the classroom and in the sports arena. Mr. Reeder's goal in life was to share his knowledge and wisdom by helping others to succeed. His legacy and passion for academics and sports lives on in this scholarship, awarded to a student who achieves the following: has an unweighted GPA of 3.0 with honors courses or AP/IB courses, is a leader within the community and school, is an NCHSAA eligible athlete with at least 2 or more years of participation, has a letter of recommendation from a coach or teacher, supporting the student's positive attitude, and must be school spirited. The Melvin G. Coleman Memorial Scholarship for the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Peapod Cavanis. This scholarship was created by Mr. Coleman's family, his daughter, Dr. Margaret Coleman Scotts, GHS class of 1988, and her husband, Tom, and by Mr. Coleman's widow, Miss Marie Essa Coleman, GHS class of 1950, who taught typing and business classes at Grimsley for almost 20 years. Melvin Coleman was a sales representative at Gate City Motors in Greensboro for 31 years, who was dedicated to his family and to his career. The scholarship is awarded to a senior who exemplifies the ideal of the scholar athlete, someone who has a high GPA from a challenging curriculum that preferably includes honors AP and/or IB courses. It is presented to someone who participated on 1 or more of the varsity cross country, swimming, and track teams at Grimsley, demonstrating dedication and team spirit while involved. The Passion Project Scholarship for the amount of $500 is awarded to Susan Eliza Bimbo. In 2017, a group of Grimsley alumni met to form a group whose mutual goal was to give back to the high school that they love and appreciate. The Passion Project Scholarship was created to reward a student who plans to pursue his or her dream and goals through the pursuit of higher education. Now we will transition to our athletic awards.
The first award is the Dr. J.W. Tankersley Loyalty and Service Athletic Award, presented to Luke Jenkins. This award honors the loyal service of Dr. J.W. Tankersley, who served as team physician for the Whirlies from 1925 to 1963. Dr. Tankersley pioneered health care for high school athletes and the treatment of their injuries long before this became the norm. The Tankersley Trophy is awarded to the Grimsley athlete who has exhibited unusually strong loyalty and service to Grimsley athletics. Congratulations. The next award is the Raymond Johnson Memorial Making the Most of Ability Athletic Award, presented to Sincere Burnett. Coach Raymond Johnson taught physical education and coached baseball at Grimsley for 18 years, beginning in 1971. His great integrity made him a role model for those whose lives he touched. And as I know him when I played for him, Coach Jay had a strong interest in the success of all athletes, teams, and students. The award is given to an athlete who achieved success making the most of his or her ability. Congratulations. Our next award is the Roger Hobbs, class of 1958, Memorial Sportsmanship Athletic Award, presented to Avery Williams. This award is presented to honor exceptional sportsmanship by a Grimsley athlete and it is given to honor the memory of Roger Hobbs, an outstanding football and track athlete at Greensboro Senior High who died of a tumor. He is remembered for his courage, determination, and competitive spirit, which he showed both before and after the onset of his illness, which unfortunately forced him to quit sports and did not allow him to complete school. Congratulations. Our next award is the John Gordon Dewey Class of '71 Memorial Character and Integrity Award, presented to Owen Rock. John Dewey was an outstanding student and champion swimmer known for his strong character and integrity. These traits were especially exhibited in his courageous battle with cancer, which unfortunately claimed John's life in the spring of his senior year. The Dewey Award is presented to an athlete exhibiting great character, with direction and focus in life, who is a good student, a team player, and is loyal to all Grimsley-related activities. Congratulations. Our next award is the Girls Athletic Association Pat Addison Class of 1954 Outstanding Female Athlete Award, presented to Emma Tillman. The Girls Athletic Association at GHS, the historic organization and name associated for decades with women's athletics in high schools throughout the state, established the GAA Outstanding Female Athlete Award at our school in 1943. In 2002, the name of the alumni former GHS coach Pat Addison was added to the award, honoring the memory of her 22 years of service as a teacher and coach at her alma mater. Congratulations. Our next award is the McDaniel Lewis Outstanding Male Athlete Award, presented to Lawson Albright. The McDaniel Lewis Outstanding Male Athlete Award is the oldest athletic award given at Grimsley. Having first been presented in 1933, this award was established by Mr. Lewis, who's a local stockbroker, civic leader, and historian who supported athletics on all levels, including having been GHS's assistant football coach in 1919. Congratulations. Next, we'll move on to our Fine Arts Awards.
Our next award is the Alberta W. Stuart Cuthbertson National Art Honor Society Service Award. This award goes to Verona Hirschenbill. The recipient of this award must demonstrate service to GHS and to the community. Ms. Cuthbertson taught art at Grimsley for 17 years, beginning in 1971. During her many years of service here, she started the GHS chapter of the National Art Honor Society. Thank you, Veronica. The next award is the James A. Mclean Art Award. This award goes to Jackson Prowse. This originally created as the National Art Honor Society Outstanding Artist Award, the award is now named in honor of artist James Augustus Mclean. The award is given to a member of the National Art Honor Society who shows talent, initiative, creativity, and who has a high GPA. James A. Mclean was the North Carolina artist who in 1934 painted the two murals, as you see here and here, Energy and Education, as a part of the New Deal art program during the Great Depression. Mr. Mclean was a prolific artist who was a lifelong and tireless advocate for art and arts education, especially in his home state of North Carolina. Okay. The next award is the Leslie Garrett Grimsley High School Class of 1965 Memorial Art Award. This award goes to Gabriella LaPlante. This award is the oldest and most prestigious art award presented at Grimsley. Having been established in 1965, Leslie was a GHS student who passed away after her sophomore year. This honor is awarded for talent, creativity, outstanding achievement in competitions and exhibits, showing good citizenship, for having a good attitude towards all aspects of school. In short, this award is presented to Grimsley's Artist of the Year. Next, we have the Theater Awards.
Our first award is the Excellence in Theater Award. Will Jasmine Parker please come to the stage? The GHS Excellence in Theater Award is given to an outstanding member of the theater department, either in the class or as a participant in Playmasters. The recipient demonstrates leadership qualities as well as creativity and innovation, is loyal, and gives maximum effort to every task. Congratulations. Our next award is the Moselle Causey Richards Aruba Playmasters Award. Will Mara Toole please come to the stage? The award for the outstanding member of Grimsley's theater group, Playmasters, was first presented in 1938 and is now named for two of its longtime advisors. Ms. Moselle Causey was a member of the class of 1925 who taught English at GHS for 37 years, including about 25 of which were spent overseeing the drama program before retiring in 1973. Mr. Richard Zaruba was on the Grimsley faculty for 30 years, during all of which he advised Playmasters before retiring in 2008. This honor goes to a member who is very active in both class and in Playmasters, in many different aspects of theater as a discipline, and who demonstrates excellence, devotion, and loyalty to the program in a variety of ways. Congratulations, Mara. Next, we have our Orchestra Scholarships and Awards.
Good morning. I'm Brittany Greenstimson, the orchestra director here at Grimsley High School. The Ruth Trexler GHS Class of 1964 Memorial Orchestra Scholarship goes to Barrett Masson. This scholarship is established to honor the memory of Ruth Trexler, an outstanding cellist in the Grimsley Orchestra. Class of 1964, who went on to a career in music as a teacher on both the high school and collegiate levels. She also performed with several professional orchestras during her career. Congratulations, Barrett. The next award is the Robert L. Johnson Memorial Orchestra Service Award. This award goes to Lillian Hicks. Mr. Robert Johnson, a Grimsley parent whose two daughters played in the GHS Orchestra, both which I taught, was a founding member of the Grimsley Orchestra Boosters organization. His wife Charlene and his daughters Meredith, class of 2003, and Lindsay, class of 2007, began this award in his memory, which is presented to a senior who has worked tirelessly on behalf of the Grimsley Orchestra. Congratulations, Lillian. And finally, the J. Kimball Harriman Orchestra Award goes to Penelope Sly. This award is presented annually to the most outstanding senior in the orchestra program. It was established in 1952 by the students in the Greensboro Senior High Orchestra to honor Mr. Harriman, their highly esteemed conductor who taught at GHS for 23 years, beginning in 1941, after which he left to become a music professor at the University of Georgia. Many of Mr. Harriman's students became professional musicians, and a number followed in his footsteps as music teachers, including two who would later return as directors of the Grimsley Orchestra. Congratulations, Penelope. All right, so now we are moving on to our band awards. So I'd like to present Mr. Jeremy Ray.
Our first band award is the Roger Weinstein Class of 1972 Memorial Band Scholarship for $250, and that is awarded to Catherine McKinney. This scholarship was established by Roger Weinstein's Grimsley classmate and fellow band member, Dr. David Gutterman, class of 1972. While at GHS, Roger was first chair bassoonist in the band, and just a few years after he graduated, he wrote a symphony which was premiered by the GHS band. With a passionate interest in many fields, he pursued advanced study in physics and Russian, as well as music. Our next award is the John Barnes Chance M. Thomas Cousins Memorial Music Scholarship for $100, and that is awarded to Sarah Brantley. The Chance Cousins Music Scholarship is presented to a Grimsley student planning on majoring in music. It is given each year in memory of two nationally known composers who wrote music, especially for the GHS band, choir, and orchestra in the 1960s. John Barnes Chance was our 2-year Ford Foundation composer in residence. M. Thomas Cousins had known our longtime band director, Herbert Hazelman, since the 1930s, and he considered it an honor to write music for our music groups. At one time, Mr. Cousins also served as the official composer for the city of Greensboro. Both Mr. Chance and Mr. Cousins died in 1972, and this auditorium is named in memory of them. Our next award is the Herbert Hazelman Band Scholarship for $100, and it is awarded to Amaya Smith. The name Herbert Hazelman is synonymous with music at Grimsley, where he led the band program for a total of 40 years. Hired in 1936, Mr. Hazelman remained at GHS, except for 2 years of service in the Navy during World War II until his retirement. The GHS alma mater was written by Mr. Hazelman, and the music building on our campus is named in his honor. This scholarship was created when he retired by Charles and Mary Elizabeth Irvin, both former band members in the class of 1949. The next award is the Kenneth Sampson Jazz Band Award, and it is awarded to Samantha Sisney. Mr. Ken Sampson taught band at Grimsley for 12 years, beginning in 1969. With experience as a stage band performer during World War II, Mr. Sampson helped found the Grimsley Stage Band, later renamed the Jazz Band when it first organized as an extracurricular activity in the late 1960s. The next award is the James Decker Woodwind Band Award and is awarded to Alexandra Sisney. Mr. Jim Decker was a 30-year band instructor at GHS who first arrived in 1958. His specialty was working behind the scenes with woodwind players who make up the largest section of the band. This award honors his many years of service to Grimsley. The final band award is the H. Grady Miller Band Award, and it is given to Owen Rock. The H. Grady Miller Music Award is the oldest departmental award presented at Grimsley, having been established by Mr. Miller in the spring of 1932. After a successful career on Broadway, Grady Miller became the first band director at Greensboro High School, serving from 1925 to 1933, when his bands won the North Carolina Music Contest multiple times. The Miller Award is presented each year to the most outstanding member of the Grimsley Band. And now for the final category in the arts, our Vocal Music Awards.
Good morning. It's incredibly difficult when you have 28 worthy seniors who have dedicated themselves to your program and only 6 awards to present, but I believe you'll notice some common threads in this year's Vocal Music Award recipients. The Silver Vocal Music Award goes to Miss Rachel Stapleton. The Silver Award honors a senior who has demonstrated great character, leadership, service, and musicianship. This year's recipient of the Silver Award has been in my classroom for 4 years and has been a central figure in show choir and madrigals. Rachel arrived at Grimsley High School with the maturity and mindset of a college student. She was ready, willing, and capable. Of course, Rachel went on to become everything a teacher dreams of in the classroom: rock solid, dependable, tireless worker, always there to help, always on time, always loyal, and committed to the program, elevating everyone around her. She's been my rock, and things just won't be the same without her next year. Please join me in thanking and congratulating her on a job very well done. The Catherine Comer Class of 1979 Memorial Madrigal Singers Loyalty Award this year goes to Mr. Erickson Allen. Kathy Comer distinguished herself as an outstanding singer and leader in the choral department during her time here. This award was established in her memory by her family and is awarded to the madrigal singer who demonstrates the greatest loyalty to the group. Loyalty is defined as faithfulness, fidelity, devotion, or a bond. This year's recipient has been singing in my choirs for 4 years and has accomplished the trifecta of men's chorus, also known as menorchor, show choir, and madrigal singers. During his 4 years in vocal music, Erickson he has seen and experienced some stuff. I mean, capital S, stuff. Not gonna lie, it's not easy to convince young men these days to dress up in Renaissance costumes and sing in public. But Erickson, who coincidentally wore a kilt to prom, was not fazed at all. No, he embraces the whole thing, getting totally maxed out in his custom outfit with all the swag, and wears it with pride as a badge of honor. Is my kind of guy. He's a madrigal, and around here that means something. When we perform, he's often walking into a place full of people who don't look like him, or talk like him, or think like him, and he just does his thing. Erickson, my man, you've made this journey so much fun. He has a way of charming and disarming you so that half the time you can't decide if you should be offended by what he said or not. But I'll tell you what, he's a true original, and I count myself lucky to be able to call him not only student, but brother. Congratulations, Erickson. Mr. Jacob Knight, I don't believe he's here today. This award honors my predecessor, Miss Marta Force, who taught here for 27 years, retiring in 2004. It's presented to a senior member of the vocal music department demonstrating great loyalty to and leadership within the organization. But for this year's recipient, I would also add the characteristic of perseverance. So it's tough to be the younger sibling of a superstar golden child, and tougher yet to be the middle child with a baby sister. For those of you who believe in birth order stuff as I do, this is not the most favorable position. From the get-go, Jacob had to fight for attention, and as you might imagine, this shaped him in many ways. Throw in a peer group with a penchant for mischief, and you have a recipe for some real trouble. Now, I won't bore you with the challenges and travails of his freshman year, but suffice to say, it wasn't the greatest time, but Jacob had something going for him that I knew could change his life. Potential. You know this word, right? The thing that people often say someone has and they're a total screw up and you wish they would just live up to their potential. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that thing down deep. It's trying to claw its way out of you so you can finally become. It's that becoming that defines us, that truly shows the world who we are. In athletics, we often hear of an athlete's ceiling, how far they can go or how great they could be in their prime one day down the road. To Jacob, I say, sky's the limit, buddy. Now go do it. Jacob Knight. Our next award is the Bachtel Glenn Vocal Music Award, presented to Miss Cameron Holder. The Bachtel Glenn Vocal Music Award is named for two distinguished citizens of the Greensboro community. Mrs. Crystal Bachtel was a music supervisor in the Greensboro City Schools for over 30 years. Mr. R.L. Lodi Glenn, GHS class of 1940, served on our faculty for 31 years, with 12 of those as principal. Through his outstanding character and leadership, he set a standard to which all Whirleys aspire. The Bachtel Glenn is awarded to a senior vocal music student who demonstrates exceptional service to and character within the program. Cameron truly stands out in this regard. From the first day in my class, Cameron wanted to be in charge, as show choir students can attest. Now, for some people, seeking a leadership role is a way to gain popularity or influence, or sometimes even just for vanity. But Cameron has the heart of a true influencer, using her position to make improvements in equity and to change hearts and minds. Cameron just wants things to be the very best they can be and is not afraid to step in to ensure that is exactly what happens. Cameron has also been an outspoken advocate on social issues, not shying away from tough topics or conversations, and is unafraid to take a stand against injustice. All the things we promote and teach about social emotional learning, Cameron gets it. She has led with honor and integrity, whether in vocal music, theater, cheerleading, or student government, and her legacy will be felt here for years to come. I won't be at all surprised if one day there's an award like this one bearing her name. Congratulations, Cameron. The Tuttle Meredith Vocal Music Award this year is presented to Mr. Jalen Levy. The Tuttle Meredith Award honors two illustrious former Grimsley High School choral directors, Miss Eula Tuttle, who served 23 years beginning in 1943, and Jean Meredith, who taught here for 12 years ending in 1969. This award is presented to a graduating senior in any choir recognized as having exhibited the greatest vocal achievement with character and leadership as secondary considerations. This year's recipient of the Tuttle Meredith Award has sung with me for 4 glorious years. Jalen has been the beating heart of the vocal music program, beloved by all and embodying everything I would want to see and hear in my singers. I don't know that I've ever taught someone so talented who is also so darn humble, kind, and earnest, and it shows in his singing. When Jalen sings a song, you can't help but feel because he's feeling it. You just can't escape the gravity of that. It's simply magical. Now, those who know Jalen know that Jalen's an open book. You never have to guess how he's feeling, and his feelings have depth and width and height. I mean, his heart must take up half his body weight, but his passion for music and his commitment to the craft of singing are simply a marvel. He's all in, fearlessly following the path set before him all the way down to Tampa next year to follow his dreams and professional goals. No matter the obstacles the world puts in his way, his friends, family, and faith carry him over, under, around, and through. He's living proof that great things come in small packages. Come here, Jalen. The final Vocal Music Award today is the Breitz Hazelman Vocal Music Award, presented to Miss Mally Rowley. Our oldest and most distinguished award, the Breitz Hazelman Vocal Music Award, was established in 1939 in honor of choral director Raymond Breitz and band director Herbert Hazelman. This award is given annually to a graduating senior in any choir recognized as having displayed the greatest scholarship, musicianship, and character. This year's 82nd recipient of the Breitz Hazelman Award has demonstrated all 3 of these characteristics in full measure. So the older I get, the more I appreciate optimism. You know that thing we all have when we're young that the world just beats down incessantly throughout our lives? Well, I used to think that I was an eternal optimist. And then I met Mal. If you could bottle a ray of sunshine and carry it with you like the light of Elendil that Frodo Baggins carries in Lord of the Rings, or that the Sun Summoner carries in Netflix's Shadow and Bone, that's her. Mally's one of the greats, a fantastic human being, and really more resembling a student superhero. She's got all kinds of powers. She elevates the people around her to be the best version of themselves. She brightens the room just walking in and saying, "Hey, MJ." She's a ceaseless ray of positivity, but she's mentally and emotionally tough, resilient, focused, and unrelenting in her pursuit of her goals. And on top of all that, she's completely devoted to her love of music and singing, and I hope she'll never let go of that. I spent 4 years in total awe of her, and it's absolutely killing me to have to let her go. Sure you want to leave? Okay, I guess so. Yeah, I'll let you. But we got to let her go, along with the rest of all you incredible graduates. I hope you all will go out there and embrace life as much as Mally Rowley. Congratulations to all the winners of our fine arts categories. Next up, we have our leadership awards.
The Command Sergeant Major Eugene S. Million Gerald TC Enlisted Cadet of the Year Award is being presented to Carl Foles. This award honors the most outstanding enlisted cadet in the Worldly Battalion. It is named in memory of Command Sergeant Major Million, a decorated veteran in both the Korean and Vietnam Wars. He served Grimsley as an Army instructor in the Gerald TC program, beginning with its establishment in 1982. Command Sergeant Major Million also coached the program's drill team, leading them to over 40 first-place finishes in local, district, and statewide meets. Again, Carl Foles. The Lieutenant Colonel Lizelle E. Free, Gerald TC Cadet of the Year, is being awarded to Francis Lamond. This award is for the outstanding cadet in the Army Gerald TC program at Grimsley and has been presented each year since the Army Gerald TC program was established here in 1982. It honors the cadet officer for academic excellence, distinguished leadership, and military merit. The award is named in honor of Lieutenant Colonel Lizelle E. Free, the Grimsley program's first senior Army instructor, a position he held with distinction for 19 years. Cadet Lamont is not here. We accept on her behalf. Thank you.
And our next leadership award is the Torchlight Chapter of the National Honor Society, Dr. Thomas J. Penland Excellence Award. Would Isabella Romine please come to the stage? This award is presented to a member of Torchlight, Grimsley's chapter of the National Honor Society, which is the oldest chapter of the National Honor Society in North Carolina, dating back 99 years to 1922. It is named in honor of Dr. Thomas Penland, Grimsley's extraordinary and visionary principal who served GHS in the mid-1990s. Among his notable achievements were establishing Grimsley's International Baccalaureate program, only the fourth school in North Carolina to offer this prestigious program, and originating and setting in motion the founding of the GHS Alumni Association. Congratulations, Ms. Romine. Now we will continue with our CTE and Business Awards. Ms. Carmen Rock.
It is my pleasure to present the Chandler Foods Future Business Leader Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 to Peapod Cabinets. Chandler Foods, a third-generation Greensboro-based business, was established by the Chandler family in the early 1950s and is currently headed by Mr. Jeff Chandler, a member of Grimsley's class of 1986. The family and company established the business scholarship to be awarded each year to the Grimsley student who best demonstrates participation, leadership, entrepreneurial spirit, and an inspiring commitment to supporting North Carolina-based businesses. The recipient shall strive to sustain the viability of our local businesses and increase public awareness of the importance of supporting North Carolina-based businesses. CTE teachers said the following about Peapod. Peapod is very focused on being a great student and a great person. She is not afraid to be a leader and to help those around her. She's a team player and can adjust when needed, which is a great attribute for her. Peapod has participated and lettered in athletics, very involved in extracurricular activities in the community, and constantly gives her time as a mentor to several youth groups. Her care for others is impressive, and it is so refreshing to see her volunteer her time and efforts to helping those around her. Congratulations. I'm pleased to present this year's Martha W. Hunley Outstanding Business Student Award to Julia Holt. This award for the Outstanding Business Student at Grimsley was first presented in 1964, and today it is named for Mrs. Martha W. Hunley. Mrs. Hunley taught business courses at Grimsley for 28 years until her retirement in 1982. Known for her exacting standards, she also served as Grimsley's school treasurer during her entire career. Julia's CTE teacher said that Julia made a great impression on the first day of class as being dedicated and focused. Her personality is always friendly, kind, and approachable. Between her work ethic and her personality, she will go places and reach her goals. Even with the demands of her IB classes, Julia realized the importance of career and technical education courses in preparing for her future. Congratulations, Julia. Now we will begin our academic awards.
Hey, I am pleased to present Grimsley's 2021 Philosophy Award to Mia Frisina. Presented to the outstanding student in this discipline, this award was first given in 2002. Recipients must have taken IB Philosophy HL for the 2-year sequence and demonstrated a commitment to rational argument, to critical reflection, and to pursuing the life of the mind. The competition for this year's award was the strongest I can recall since I have several outstanding philosophy students this year. Mia, however, stands out for her inquisitiveness and very helpful degree of class participation. Her ideas and her questions kept the class interesting and me on my toes. Congratulations, Mia. And we're now going to start with our World Language Awards with the Hebrew Award.
Mrs. Rena Wolfgang Hebrew Award this year is going to Eliana Herman. Mrs. Rena Wolfgang was a longtime Grimsley Hebrew teacher and taught at GHS until just a few weeks before her passing in 2018. She was admired by all for her dedication, her commitment to her students, and love for them, her sense of humor, and her passion for her subject. The award is presented to a student in Hebrew 5 or higher who has demonstrated extraordinary passion in learning and speaking Hebrew as a second language. The Excellence in Spanish Award this year goes to Estefania Perea Mosquera. The Excellence in Spanish Award is presented to the student in Advanced Placement Spanish who has achieved the highest academic average as well as demonstrated extraordinary enthusiasm for learning and speaking Spanish. The Richard L. Whittemore GHS Class of 1950 Premio Español Award goes to Jackson Prowse. Richard Whittemore, a 1950 graduate of Greensboro Senior High, returned to his alma mater and taught both Spanish and French for 30 years, beginning in 1959. The award in his honor goes to the highest achieving student in an International Baccalaureate Spanish course. The Dr. Charlotte C. Jernigan Latin Award goes to Eric Martineau. Grimsley's oldest foreign language award, the Dr. Charlotte C. Jernigan Award, honors a longtime Latin professor at UNC Greensboro. The award was established by his family in 1960 and is given to the most outstanding Latin student. The Pre-Franco Award goes to Lillian Tyler. This award is presented to a student who has excelled in the study of the French language in his or her years at Grimsley. The Estelle Mitchell L'Académie Française Award this year goes to Karina Flores Morales. This is the top French honor award, and it honors Miss Estelle Mitchell, GHS's second longest serving faculty member, who taught French and Spanish and was involved in many aspects of school life at Grimsley for a total of 45 years, from 1920 to 1970. The Ann Y. Oakley Linguist Award recipient this year is Eliza Benbow. The Ann Oakley Linguist Award is not presented every year because very rarely does anyone meet the standard. It is awarded to a student who has excelled in the study of more than one foreign language. Mrs. Oakley was a 24-year French teacher at Grimsley beginning in the spring of 1968, who was always very proud of the high academic standards and expectations at GHS. Eliza has been a Spanish immersion student, so 13 years, studying Spanish. And when she arrived at Grimsley, she decided, that's not enough, I'm going to study French too. And now for our science awards.
The Nellie Kate Dry Blackburn Environmental Science Award goes to Adam Barrow. This award is named in honor of Miss Nellie Kate Blackburn, who taught biology at GHS for 38 years, beginning in 1920. Ms. Blackburn was far ahead of her time in the field of environmental science. Besides her regular biology classes, she also taught nature classes using the expansive GHS campus and nature trails she created on it as her classroom. Kate C. Everhart Biology Award goes to Anaya Walker. Grimsley's Award for Excellence in Biology is named for Ms. Kate C. Everhart, who taught biology at Grimsley for 25 years. Her legacy of excellence in this discipline is reflected in Grimsley's AP Biology course as well as IB Biology, which are offered both at the standard and high levels. where GHS students have consistently scored well on national and international examinations. The Sarah S. Sullivan William F. McKinney Chemistry Award goes to Lillian Hicks. Two distinguished formerly Grimsley chemistry teachers are honored with this award. Ms. Sarah Sullivan, a dynamic teacher who had the distinction of being the first African-American teacher at Grimsley when she arrived in 1966. This award also honors the service of Mr. William McKinney, who taught chemistry at Grimsley beginning in 1974 and for longer than any other chemistry teacher in the school's history for 28 years. And the J. Stanley Jabo Johnson Physics Award goes to Ms. Tatum Church. This is Grimsley's oldest science award, having been first presented in 1964. Jabo Johnson, as his popular teacher was fondly known by everybody, taught at GHS for a total of 32 years, beginning in 1925. He was so highly regarded as a physics teacher that during World War II, he was asked to teach the subject at UNC Chapel Hill, where he remained for 5 years before returning to Greensboro Senior High after the war to complete his career. We now move on to our awards in mathematics.
Good morning, and congratulations to the seniors in the class of 2021. Grimsley's exemplary math department has long offered multiple AP courses, including AP Statistics. This rigorous study of discrete mathematics has applications across all academic disciplines, from science to business to liberal arts. It is my privilege and honor to present the Grimsley High School AP Statistics Award, which was first presented in 2002, to Isaiah Sellers. Isaiah is a great statistics student, earning the highest marks in statistics this year while overcoming many obstacles and difficulties due to the pandemic, as we all did, students, parents, and teachers as well. He took the course online. And one of the biggest issues with online learning, from my perspective, is knowing that your students are paying attention and participating during your lesson. There was never any doubt that Isaiah was engaged with class daily because he asked and answered appropriate clarifying questions throughout the lesson every day. Isaiah's participation helped to make the school year just a little bit more normal for everyone in class, including me. The 2021 Grimsley High School Statistics Award is presented to Mr. Isaiah Sellers. Congratulations, Isaiah. Our next presenter is Mr. Joshua Hudgens, a 9-year veteran of the Grimsley High School Math Department. Mr. Hudgens will be presenting the other mathematics awards.
The Larry Saunders Calculus Award. Would Mia Frisina please come forward? This award is named in honor of a brilliant 29-year Grimsley math teacher who retired in December of 1996. Mr. Larry Saunders' calculus courses were known for integrating all elements of AP Calculus in preparation for the exam. In 1 year, all of his students scored a 5 on the AP test. His students derived expansive knowledge of math and went on to excel in college courses without limit. Math professors across the UNC system would often remark to their students that they must have had Larry Saunders at Grimsley High School. Having had the privilege of teaching Mia as a sophomore in honors pre-calculus and again this year as a senior in IB Math HL, I can attest to the fact that she is the perfect embodiment of this award. In talking with other teachers, it was not just great grades that set Mia apart, but her attention to detail and consistent interest in knowing why and how. As Mr. Saunders would have expected, Mia did score a 5 on the AP Calculus BC exam at the end of last school year, but I know we all expect that that is only the beginning. On behalf of the math department, congratulations, Mia. The Ida Bell Moore Mathematics Award. Would Adam Barrow please come forward? Miss Ida Bell Moore, a legendary perfectionist and dynamic instructor in math, is a GHS legend, having been a member of the faculty here longer than any other teacher, 46 years. She taught at GHS from 1923 until her retirement in 1969. This is Grimsley's highest honor in mathematics and was first presented in 1957. Unfortunately, I only had the privilege to teach Adam for 1 year during his time at Grimsley, and of course, that was this year, when most of us were stuck at home or teaching from empty classrooms. That being said, he was one of the few students I could always count on to be present for class, to ask insightful questions, even on our off days, and genuinely display the kind of enthusiasm for math that Miss Ida Bell Moore would have appreciated. Very rarely do we as math teachers have the opportunity to work with a student who is as willing to collaborate on problems and share their own ideas the way Adam has done. I look forward to hearing about all of his future successes. On behalf of the math department, congratulations, Adam. Next, we move on with our History and Social Studies Awards.
The first of our Social Studies Awards is the Woodman of the World Social Studies Award. This year it goes to Sebastian Paris de Villa. The Woodman of the World, a fraternal organization associated with a life insurance company of the same name, was the original sponsor of this award. It is presented to a senior who has shown an affinity for social studies by enrolling and excelling in many social studies courses, of which I had the pleasure of teaching Sebastian 2 of them, and indeed even took AP Economics online this year. Final lacrosse player, very proud to present this award to Sebastian Paris de Villa. Our next Social Studies Award is the Albert C. Wisnett Lawrence W. Williamson American History Award. Would Lauren Hines please come to the stage? This is the oldest history award at Grimsley, dating back to 1974. It is presented to a student in the Honors American History program. It's named for 2 longtime Grimsley history teachers, Mr. Bert Wisnett, a 28-year faculty member who began teaching at Grimsley in 1967, who loved teaching and loved Grimsley, and Mr. Larry Williamson, a 34-year faculty member who retired in 2018, who also loved teaching and loved Grimsley, and who always considered Mr. Wisnett as his mentor in the profession. Both these teachers made Grimsley a better place by their years of service. Ms. Bingaman, Ms. Hines' teacher, notes her outstanding growth, her phenomenal persistence during the pandemic, and her excellent writing and attention to detail. Congratulations, Lauren. Our next Social Studies Award is the Mary Ellen Blackman Edna Hutton American History Award. Would Lauren Emily McReynolds please come to the stage? This award is presented to the outstanding American history student in the AP or IB program. It honors 2 longtime members of the history department at Grimsley. Miss Mary Ellen Blackman was one of GHS's longest serving faculty members, having taught history here for 42 years, beginning in 1924. And Mrs. Edna Hutton, who arrived at GHS in the fall of 1957 and taught both history and geography for 20 years. Couldn't imagine a more deserving student, works hard, pleasant, love to see her every day. And now for the Robert A. Fredrickson World Studies Award. Would Timothy Isaiah Sellers please come to the stage? Remember, for encouraging his students to always be historically minded, Mr. Fredrickson was a 29-year teacher at GHS, starting in 1950. In 1965, he began teaching AP European History, which had been started the year before as the first AP class at Grimsley, and he specialized in it, as well as teaching other classes in world history until his retirement. It's my first year of teaching Isaiah. This guy kept me straight every morning, second period. Which course are you recording? Outstanding young man. Good baseball player. Congratulations out there. And now we'll continue with our English awards. And Ms. Lynn Raleigh.
Maggie Sieber, or Marguerite Maggie Sieber, will you please come up here? The Virginia Powell Whirligig Award, first presented in 1954, is awarded each year to an outstanding member of the yearbook staff. Ms. Powell began her 26 years on the English faculty at GHS in 1947, and she became the yearbook advisor in the fall of '51. In her 22 years as the mentor of the Whirligig staffs, Ms. Powell set an incredible standard in yearbook production, and all the Whirligigs from her tenure received All-American ratings. I first met Maggie 3 years ago when she joined the Whirligig staff. She maintained the same enthusiasm throughout all 3 consecutive years as she guided her classmates, first through caption writing and photography, and later in layout design to produce this year's publication. Her creativity and attention to detail were instrumental in the creation of this year's Whirligig. I'm a little nervous today. I thank you for all the time you sacrificed, the respect you showed me as your advisor, the responsibility you demonstrated as an editor and assistant to the editor-in-chief when her schedule kept her from attending our class period. And finally, the passion you expressed in your journalistic endeavors. Congratulations, my surrogate granddaughter, Maggie. Oh, I'm supposed to give you the award.
Thank you.
This is the one I can't wait to do every year. As a member of the Grimsley High staff for almost 20 years, this fine educator has inspired many students over the years, some with her compassion, some with her wit and sarcasm, and some simply with her willingness to make them believe that they can achieve success, even with the most challenging problems to solve. She knows the subject content of math beyond measure, and her role as senior class advisor, Mrs. Whiting, will you please come up here? And finishing my incomplete sentence, organizational skills and her ability to multitask her coursework, along with her many other duties with Herff Jones for graduation supplies, the administration for setting up important dates, and the Coliseum for the actual graduation ceremony. Last year, because of COVID-19, her whole formula for graduation had to change due to the outdoor ceremony. Despite a myriad of calls from parents with both compliments and concerns, she certainly pulled it off like a true winner. Many parents even admitted that they liked the outdoor ceremony better than the indoor ones. For these reasons and many more, I am delighted to present this year's Whirligig dedication to Mrs. Teresa Whiting, my colleague and friend, whose story appears on pages 4 and 5. I had her husband come meet up in my room so Teresa didn't see him. And he walked in with roses and I thought, oh, for me. And then I realized they were for his wife. So Cameron Stevens Walker, will you please come up here? This year's candidate for the Gail Manahan Award is an outstanding student in Miss Stephanie Allen's fifth period inclusion class, whose sister, Christina Jones, unfortunately was murdered in December. Cam works approximately 30 hours a week and sometimes more, and just received a computer in February. However, since the beginning of the year, he's been a leader in Miss Allen's classroom. During the first semester, he made Teams calls from his phone and rarely missed class, even when he had to leave the call early to get ready for his work shift. Cam has a brilliant mind. Come on over here, Cam, I won't bite. Has a brilliant mind and a willingness and eagerness to share his wisdom with his classmates. His profound commentary often sparks class discussions. He's been highly motivated to finish high school since he earned his automotive certifications last year. He has been attending the Learning Hub regularly and is making steady progress towards graduation. I am so thrilled, are the words from Miss Allen, to recommend Cam for this award. Congratulations, Cam. Garrett Masson, will you please come up here? Peggy A. Joyner is a Grimsley legend, having taught English here for 37 years, beginning in 1954. Fiercely loyal to GHS and to her students, Ms. Joyner's teaching skills made her a mentor to both pupils and teachers alike. Her superior skill in teaching writing was particularly well known, and the Peggy Joyner Writing Excellence Award was named in her honor in recognition of these facts. An exceptional young man and an outstanding student, says Coach Darren Corbett. Barrett has a passion that resonates in everything he does. He's remained focused in the face of adversity and has made every adjustment necessary to excel in an online learning environment. Congratulations, Barrett Masson, the recipient of the Peggy A. Joyner Writing Award. Good handshake. Isabella Romine, will you please come up here? The Sarah Mims English Award is named for an exceptional woman who graduated from Greensboro High School in 1923 and taught English at GHS from 1936 until 1970, a period of 34 years. Ms. Mims served as chairman of the English department the entire time she remained on the faculty and is particularly remembered for her love of Shakespeare, whose birthday she shared. Ms. Mims, who taught in room 300 in this very building, passed away in March of 1999 at the age of 92. Recipients of the Sarah Mims English Award excel in all areas of English: reading, writing, speaking, literary analysis, listening, and viewing. The student who earned this award demonstrates an appreciation for the written word as she draws interesting interpretations from the various genres of literature studied over the past 2 years in IB English. Her writing is insightful, her contributions to class seminars and discussions are well articulated, and her oral presentations demonstrate her ability to communicate her thoughts precisely, as well as her passion for literature. Congratulations, Bella, Romine. I'm shaking, I'm so excited for you. Thank you. Thank you, congrats. We will now have the presentation of the class gift by the class of 2021 senior class president, Mr. Eric Martineau. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eric Martineau, and I'm the senior class president for the class of 2021. Each year, the seniors present a gift which the student leaders chose to complete so that future students at Grimsley can remember that class. Our class's gift will be a new tree planted, In the lower grove, the space between the old cafeteria and the auditorium, where one of the places for a tree is empty, perfect for opportunity. This tree will serve as a memorial to our classmate Jonathan Smith, who passed away earlier this year and was one of the sweetest kids you could ever meet. His smile could light up a room in an instant, and I don't want anyone to ever forget that. On behalf of the class of 2021, I am pleased to present this gift to Mr. O'Donnell and to Grimsley High School. We now move to the final part of our awards day ceremony with the most prestigious award students can earn, our top school awards.
Good morning again. The first award that we'll be recognizing today is the Charles W. Phillips Trophy for the Civitan Best Citizen Award. Every year since 1944, the Greensboro Civitan Club has presented its Best Citizen Award to a senior at each local high school, who is selected by the school administration and faculty. At Grimsley, the recipient of this award also receives the Charles W. Phillips Trophy to acknowledge this high honor. Mr. Phillips, a visionary leader and mentor, was beloved principal at Grimsley High School from 1925 to 1933. During his 8 years as principal of Grimsley Senior High School, Mr. Phillips emphasized to the students the importance of being good citizens, both in the school and in the community, and he always led by example. It gives me great honor and pleasure to recognize our student body president as award winner. Let's give a big round of applause to Cameron Holder. Come out, Cameron. The next award is the Ronald Reed Loyalty Award. This award is presented to a senior who has consistently supported and shown great loyalty to Grimsley High School. It's in a commitment to further its history and its goals. It honors Ronald Reed, who loyally served Grimsley High School for 45 years as the representative of the Star Engraving Company, which supplied the class rings and diplomas to the school since 1982. The award was established in 1974 in his memory by his wife, Ernestine, and by his daughters, Henrietta, class of 1954, and Jane, class of 1963. It gives me great honor and pleasure to call up to the stage Luke Jenkins. Give Luke a round of applause.
It's one of my highest honors to be able to present the Jane Teague Meeting the Challenge Award. This award has been presented annually by the Counseling Department at Grimsley since 1997. Each of us has had challenges in life, and most of those challenges have little lasting consequence. Occasionally, however, someone encounters one or more situations much more consequential than most. This award honors students who have faced major challenges and yet been successful in overcoming them. Mrs. Jane Teague, Grimsley's principal from 1996 to 2002, was always an advocate for such students, and this award is now named in her honor. It's my pleasure to present this award to Ms. Kayla Amani Harris. I'll now hand it back to Mr. O'Donnell to honor our salutatorian and valedictorian.
At this time, we will be recognizing our salutatorian and valedictorian. These are huge awards that represent the two highest students based on their GPA for Grimsley High School. Firstly, the R.L. Lodi Glenn Grimsley High School Class of 1940 Salutatorian Award. The senior graduating with the second highest grade point average is the class salutatorian and receives the R.L. Lodi Glenn Award. Mr. Glenn, who graduated from Grimsley Senior High School in 1940, later returned to his alma mater as a teacher, a coach, and administrator, and was remained in the faculty for 31 years, including 12 years as principal, a giant of a man in so many ways. He was the only Grimsley High School alumnus to have held this position. So the Salutatorian Award was named in his honor of Mr. Glenn after he retired in 1981 with a GPA of 4.76315. Please welcome on stage Jennings Lynn. Actually, now we'll recognize our valedictorian. Right over there so we can see. The Herman Cohn Grimsley High School Class of 1912 Valedictorian Award. Each year, the graduating senior ranked first in the class receives the Valedictorian Award, which has been presented at Grimsley High School to the first graduated class in 1900. Remember, I spoke about the awards in the historical nature. 1900, over 120 years ago. Incredible. The trophy is the Herman Cohn Award, presented by Herman Cohn Award, presented by friends of his in 1956, the year after his death. Mr. Cohn, a business leader who was president of Cohn Mills here in Greensboro, had been a senior class president of the Greensboro High School class in 1912, with a GPA of 4.7778. Let's give a big round of applause to Isabel Romine. These two awards recognize their academic achievements. It's huge. Grimsley, we all know the standards that we have at Grimsley High School, where we expect academic excellence each and every single day. To finish at the very top of your year is an incredible achievement. Congratulations to the students and congratulations to the parents. Let's give them a big round of applause. Come this way, girls. The final award is the best all-round student. And this award is chosen not by the administration, not by the teachers, not by the parents, but by these students. And this year we have two winners. This is the PTSA AP Ruth Best All-Round Senior Award. The Best All-Round Seniors Award has been long considered the most prestigious award presented each year at Grimsley High School. Established in 1914 at the beginning of the First World War, and sponsored beginning in 1923 by the PTSA. This award is especially meaningful because the winners are selected by the members of the senior class in a secret ballot. The award is named in honor of Mr. A.P. Ruth, a Grimsley High School faculty member for 42 years, including 35 and a half years as our principal. Maybe I will get to that, you never know. Incredible. And retired in 1969. I would like to call up on stage Avery Williams and Moad Omer. Let's give them a round of applause. Chosen by their peers is the greatest honor you could receive. Round of applause. Excellent. So that brings a close to our awards day at Grimsley High School for 2021. I want to congratulate all of the students who received awards today. It's a great reflection, not only of your academic, sporting and worldly pride, but it's a great reflection of you. But parents, I want you to know this, that you are receiving that award just as much as your children are receiving that award. The early days at elementary school, the middle school challenge that we have, and the high school years, the late nights when your child had to write a paper and prepare for an exam, the practices that you brought your child to when they didn't want to practice, the times when you had to pick your child up off the floor metaphorically and physically when they thought they could do no more. So parents, I'm in awe of you because you are award winners as well. I'd like all of our parents and families to stand up and let's give them a round of applause. I appreciate every single one of you. As a parent of a child in elementary school and a child who's about to go into middle school, I know the challenges that lay before me, and you've already overcome those challenges. And not only have you overcome those challenges, but you have raised award-winning children who are going to go on to amazing things. So congratulations. The trophies and the awards that the students have received today, I know you've already looked at them and looked at the dates on how far it goes back. I want you to know that during the summertime, during the winter, after school, on the weekends, when sometimes I'm here, I have people walking campus who have moved and relocated to different parts of the country. And they come back because they want to walk through their alma mater. They want to walk through the formative years that they had at high school. And some of them, a small number of them, say that they were award winners at Grimsley High School. And I say, come on in. And they know where to go. They look for the trophy and the award that they received. And you know they look for their name. You might not realize how important this is now. You might realize it next week, next year. But I want you to know how big this is. And someday, when you're my age or older, and you've got children and even grandchildren, you'll bring your children back to the school. And you'll bring your children to the trophy case or to the hallway. And you'll say, look at the award I received. That's your daddy right there. That's your mummy. That's Papa. That's Cece. That's me. So be proud of what you've achieved today. I'm in awe of you, and you're going to go on to great things. Let's give our students another round of applause. So please take time at the end to get your photographs. You can stand outside and get your photographs in the hallways with the trophies. However, we're going to need the trophies back. Firstly, we're going to need the trophies back to get your name engraved in them. And then secondly, we're going to have to get the trophies back to put them back in the trophy case. So please make sure you get as many photographs as possible. It would be remiss of me if we didn't end this properly by singing our alma mater. However, MJ always says that I have a different version of the alma mater, so I won't be leading the alma mater. I'm going to welcome MJ back on stage. Is it the microphone?
Yes, me.
All right. MJ?
If you would please stand and join us in singing our alma mater, pointing to your right, signifying our future.
To your right. To your right.
Well, I'm mirroring them.
So we
Here we go.
right.
All hail to thee, our alma mater strong. We'll sing thy praise through all our days with this triumphant song. All hail to thee, and as the days go by, we'll pledge our faith and love and loyalty. Greensboro, Grimsley High. Go Worthy. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you all very much.